Let the security know in England there's some drugs on board, XYZ. Follow it and see where the drugs going. Call our international partners. They will help us with technology. We need drones. We need trucks. We need, even in the great United States, you don't hardly see DEA officers. You don't see them like that. When you see a DEA officer, when you see them in America, that means they're raiding. They got guns. They got a uniform. They're the police raiding a drugs area. But in Liberia, you see DA walking all over the place. That's security there. The DA officer, just like you and myself, they sit with you, they walk with you, you don't even know them. That is how you get the drugs. And you cannot tell me you have a volunteer as a DA officer. Listen, you can get a teacher, you can get someone to volunteer as a teacher. You can get someone to volunteer as a fire service or firefighter. But DEA, and you put him to the border, you expect him, or man who is not on a salary, to seize 50,000, 20,000, 100,000, $1 million worth of drugs and turn it in. That person must be extraordinary. That person must be an extraordinary human being. And people, politicians will not save us. Politicians. We will do it ourselves. We can pray to God from now to Judgment Day. Oh, let God bless Liberia. You will have to cast the vote. And that is why I owe no one an apology when I say I support Alex Cummings. And you yourself, I don't expect you to apologize to anyone that you voted for President Weah, you voted for Madam Sirleaf, you voted for President Bouaka. No. But what we do, when you vote for me, and I am not doing the right job, you must speak up. You must speak up. Let me know. But we're not doing it. We stay sitting there, lying to our people, defending wrong. I never see a place where you just, look, small country Liberia. Liberia is richer than Dubai. Liberia is richer than Dubai. This drugs thing, a lot of people, y'all watch and see. I know the president is embarrassed. The president is supposed to be on top of it. That is why Alex Cummings is speaking. That is why Mr. Cummings is speaking out. The only man that speak out, and when he open his mouth, people understand. Liberians, it is time that we try Alex Cummings too. Come 2029, we need new face. You can make the difference. Seditions. You from CMC. You from whatsoever. Put all the candidates together. Put them on the pedestal. Let them defend themselves. Let them tell us what they would do. Put every one of them there. Let them tell us what they would do. The only man that I ever heard, that's why you see I'm in the politics today, that gave an agenda. Infrastructure. You can't do everything at the same time, but you must do something that the people will benefit. We need electricity. We need electricity. We need roads. We need good drinking water, internet connectivity. That's a job right there. That's a job creation. Because when you go back to the drawing board to make sure that light is in that country, that is why we need managers. We need someone to manage the economy. We tired with politicians. We tired bringing politicians can only talk. They can tell you, most of them tell you what they want to do, but how to do it, that's what they don't know. And Mr. Cummings tell you how. How? When you look around the world today, electricity is the number one. Second is roads. Roads and electricity almost on the same power, but electricity is number one. Once you have electricity, you follow, everything follow. And then you get meters, you get wires, you get people start employing. Then what you do? A job creation. From there, agriculture. Look around us. Look around Liberia. Look at Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast budget. I don't have the exact figure because the last time I saw it, it was 22 billion. But it's over 22 billion, and Ivory Coast have 65% of that budget. Go and read for yourself. It's in agriculture. That is why Ivory Coast is like that. Yeah. But Liberia, we have a president who they say he's an expert in when it comes to agriculture. But we have not seen one bag of rice from his farm. They can't invest in it. How can we attract young people to agriculture? How can we bring a young people to say yes? Because in Liberia, we don't respect them. We say that dirty job. The people who should do it before they all owe. Lofa used to be the bread barrel. Look at that today. So they got the rice company in Lofa. They're not owned by government. $25 for the bag of rice. The country rice from Lofa County. Even Syria Island get rice for $25. We can't even feed ourselves, but Mario rice at $14. Then he said, education. We will start with primary education. Listen, which of the leaders are telling us that we will make sure free education. Liberia is rich. We make sure that no child, if you don't send your child to school, that means you will be arrested because there will be free education. Though time we have free education, it was magic. We have free education during President Dothan. Free education in Liberia. It was not magic. We had vacation jobs for students after school. That were magic during Dothan. Why we can't do it now? Because all the lawmakers, the ministers, then they greeted. They bring in their own relatives. They gave them job. Their wife got job. Their brother-in-law got job. Everybody working in the government. Just a family. What's that? It's Liberia of farm, my people. That is why Mr. Cummings is saying that this is what we should do as a nation. And get health care. We need good health care. We don't need to put buildings, or we got GFK, we got other buildings that will need to be renovated. Government is like an octopus. You can be building roads and also facing the educational system. The Minister of Education came from Delaware. Delaware, from a place where she had an opportunity. The University of Liberia is rotting. Yes, Madam Seri said you must have degree to get position. Everybody have a degree. Some got it from World Trade Center. Everybody got degree. But they don't even have the opportunity. They don't even have the experience. We just appoint people because they on Facebook talking. I would never accept a job that I know I'm not qualified for. Me. That's me. I don't care. No decision is right until it is right. We all human beings. Mr. Cummings is not perfect. Mr. Barker is not perfect. Mr. Weir is not perfect. But what we need to get in there is honesty. Honesty is the foundation of leadership. Honesty. And do you have class for honesty? No. It's something that is embedded in you. Do they have any subject for integrity? No. Empathy? No. These are the three things we must look for in a leader. Because if you have that empathy in you, you will understand what it means when a father cannot feed their children or send them to school. If the old man can make it, President Bouaka also promised us there will be no child in the street. Today, we still see the children in the street selling. Don't tell me President Bouaka can see them. We're still doing the same thing and comparing the present government to the past government. We voted against the past. You told us there will be no drugs in Liberia. You shouldn't let them to declare our country to be a narco state. Please. Today, the ordinary Liberians are feeding it. They are feeding it. We don't have no contacts. Now they're about to have the All Liberian Conference again in DC. What happened with the first one? All the recommendation, it went through? No. But they're going to bring money again. They're going to bring the same group of people that will come and eat your money while you sitting. Liberians, please. You, the ordinary Liberians, you are not the problem. Let me be honest with you. You are not the problem. Our so-called educated people, they are the problem because they think that you don't know. They think that you don't know, so they tell you things to understand. They will tell you don't know Cummings. You don't know this person. Now what they will tell you. None of them ever tell you that Mr. Cummings is not qualified. He's competent. A man who control billion-dollar budget. That Liberia budget he will not control. The man who control his own, we should look at them. They say they will fight corruption. UP was all over the place calling Thomas Falla thief. Today what happened? Thomas Falla is now in UP, and UP is glorifying Thomas Falla. Thomas Falla that they were saying, we're prosecuting, we'll do this, we'll do that. Yes, Mr. Cummings will, if you not vote for Cummings, fine, but he will prosecute people who try to steal. He's not going to chase nobody. If we can have children who jacking cell phone, who stealing cell phone, they in jail. What about the one with the white collar, the baby man who's stealing millions of dollars, who destroying our lives? Today, Thomas Falla, all the same corrupt people they were talking about, they are now in UP. UP glorifying them. Mr. Bwaka attending the program now of Thomas Falla because Thomas Falla said, I got a group that will protect, that will defend the president. Because he's defending all his corrupt stuff. Right in your eyes. A man came to power 2005. All his children out of high school. Your child still fighting to get out of high school. The child was born 205. From plank selling. Today he's a millionaire. He have the highest trucks with a cylinder, B mountain. Just imagine a representative. A representative. Conflict of interest. That you, the ordinary man, can never go to B mountain and get a contract. Whether you can get trucks, forget it. You got to be in government. So tell me, how would B mountain work with the people? When the president will use B mountain plane, how would B mountain do the right thing? When a senator will give every lawmaker one pickup, you see lawmaker acting as PRO for company. We still have the same old concession agreement. My Liberian people, tell me, when? That is why Mr. Cummings is saying that I will go through everything. Liberians, if Ernest Cummings is president today, we, the ordinary Liberians, is in our favor. That is why he said living wage. He never said minimum wage. And let me tell you, when he always made that statement about bowl of rice, let's put it this way. Maybe he explained it good. Maybe you don't understand it. If you bring everybody to come eat from one bowl, guess what? You must say can get the same spoon. You must say get the same type of spoon. We bought one spoon, the same size. Guess what? I can put my spoon in that bowl. I can take enough, none will drop. If you try to take it like me, some will drop. But guess what? You'll be happy because that's the one you can take. And that's the one I can take. So based on your competence, that is how. So even if you're a sweeper, the salary they will pay you, you're getting $200, you're getting $300 every month. You'll be happy. You're not even going to look for a place that costs $500. You'll go look for a house that costs $100 a month. And then they get something called dignity of labor. When you sweeping, the Liberian people respect you. What you bring into the table is the job. Mechanics will be respected. Today, we don't respect mechanics in Liberia. We don't respect sweeper. We don't respect certain jobs. That is why everybody want the office job. They want to be either office boy. So they'll get a white shirt, they will hold their bossman walkie-talkie and be moving around. In the great United States, you see the people that are driving trucks, forklift. When you sweep in the airport, when you come in, you scared to put die. Because the police or other people will defend that man who, if that man say, pick up that die, you will pick it up. But in Liberia, you go to the airport, you see all people cleaning up. And then we said, we disrespect them. Labor Ministry doing nothing. Today we're bringing in foreigners. That's because we want money. The taxes. The same thing we cry about. You buy a car. Imagine, that is the painful part. You spend money, you buy a little small used car for $4,000. You put it on the ship for $2,500. You enter Liberia. They look at you and tell you that car worth $10,000. Look at that. They will frustrate you. They will keep that car to the port and they continue to put charges on it. Sometimes that's it. You got no choice. So what Sierra Leone, Guinea, and other countries doing that we cannot do? Are we just not? What is our problem? That is why we want somebody to manage the economy. It's almost like you're in an organization. You want to raise funds. You don't want to have programs, but you want enough money. You get charging the members every day. Oh, you'll bring $10. Instead of raising funds, having programs to get money, you say all the members will bring $10 every day, apart from the dues. You in the church, they having money for pastors, they having this. Instead of having a program that you invite people to make money. When will Liberia purchase their own? When will Liberia create the avenues for jobs? Instead, the government creating jobs. We got Minister of Yellow Machine, Deputy Minister of Yellow Machine, Deputy Minister for Operation Yellow Machine. Now today, we try to add another 16-cent representative in the government. That they will get office staff. They will get this. The budget increasing. But they don't even know how to increase the budget. Mr. Comey said in my first 3 years, he said the first day, he said, well, I will reach the budget to $1 billion. They start cussing him. They start complaining. We in no time they carry to 780. Today they carry to 1.2. Now we're in a different time. Mr. Comey still look at it and say, you know what? The budget, because what you put in is how you get a business. What you bring in the business, what you take out. He said we can go $2 billion. Imagine Charles Taylor time was $100 million. Madam Serif came, get all the way to 5. Today we in billion, but still they can't fix it. It's like you getting married. You don't get money to get married, but you start calculating your friends. Oh, I got 30 friends. They will give me 500, 500, 500. That's how I bring budget looking. Let me put it a simple way. Esther Meta gave us $200 million signature fee. They put in the budget. But that signature fee, you're not getting necessary. They say that signature fee. You go sign contract. Just for signing, they give you $200 million. You put in the budget. The next year budget, now you don't get money. So guess what? We the citizens will suffer. And just how they put the tax on the businessman put it on us too. Liberia is richer than Dubai when it comes to resources. But you know what made Dubai great? Because Dubai got a leader. They got a good leader. After Great Britain took the people oil, did everything. The people changed. They said, listen, we can do this. Every government official attacking opposition. They gave them job. Instead of them doing their job like Chris Ananaba, he go on radio attacking lawmaker. Instead of he bringing in tourism because he's the ambassador for tourism. But they go, instead of doing their job, they take the time to be doing their job attacking. You see all of them on class reload, defending. If your government doing good, you can defend. The opposition will not criticize you. If the government is doing good, the opposition will not criticize you. Trust me. They will start saying something different. But because you're not doing good. Oh, you just sit there. No, that's why I like my own man. He don't criticize. He constructively criticized. And he gave alternative. This is what you can do as a government. He will not cost nobody. Oh, nobody knows Mr. Cummings. He is the best candidate, whether you like it or not. He's the best. Clean. He never stole from us. Let me hear from our Liberian people. I want to hear from our people. I want to hear from the people from Grand Gita, from Sano, from wheresoever online. I want to hear you. Please, this drugs issue, speak freely. And also, we need a new face come 2029. And that new face is Alex Cummings. Liberians, you said it long time, and I believe in you. We never knew this day was coming. Hey, let Mr. Cummings wait for 2029. Let Mr. Cummings wait for 2029. Mr. Cummings speak with honesty. Honesty. And what makes you a great leader is what you say behind closed door. Mr. Cummings, he promised me nothing. Oh. In fact, the first day Mr. Cummings was sitting in the car, the man told me, Munel, I hope you're not supporting me because you want job. Imagine, nobody there. Nobody there. Nobody asked me before that kind of question. All of them can say, my man, if I win, you will eat something. I'm not there for eating. So let me say this before I open the line. Some people say, oh, man, you're just speaking for yourself. No. Because 2005, I had the opportunity in 2005. I supported Joshua in 2005. But I never had Facebook. I never went to Liberia to campaign. But because at that time, I believe President Weah had he was the ordinary Liberian who everybody loved and understand. He used to say the Liberian people suffering. President Weah were against the 6 years for president. President Weah were against a lot of things, but then he was not in prime power. After President Weah lost the first round, I could go to UP and jump behind UP. After President Weah lost now, I go to UP and jump behind UP. But I'm now a politician. We just watched them, and that was it. And then 2011, I could go back to UP, come back to CDC. I was never a seditious, but Joshua was my friend. He's still my friend anyway. For the information, I just spoke with Joshua 5 days ago, right before the convention. For the first time in 6 years, it's not a secret. For the first time in 6 years, that we spoke for over 5 minutes. We ain't talk nothing secret. So when you speak with politicians, don't be afraid to say it. It was not secret. You knew say something bad, but it's an opportunity. When George Weah became senator, that's where I noticed and drew my line. It was not friendship. Liberia is bigger than us. Liberia is bigger than my family. My brother is a member of NPP. I never voted for NPP. We live in the same house. I said President Taylor will win, but my vote will not be on that winning ticket because of what he did. My name, it will not be on it. So I don't care. That is how we're supposed to be like. So I could support Mr. Cummings. In the second round, I switch and go to another party. They come to power, CDC come to power, I enjoy myself. Then when the election coming back, I'll come back to Mr. Cummings. Then from there again, I will switch to UP and enjoy myself. Then 2029, I come back to Mr. Cummings. I'm not doing it. If I want to eat, why should I wait for 20 years for Cummings to come to power, then I eat? Liberian people, you're stopping, man. All the people are jumping from party to party, they eating. You can see it. Why I should be suffering myself until 20 years? No. That's something I want to be changed. I want the justice system in Liberia to be changed. That every Liberian must have that zeal. When you're taking someone to court, you know that they're ready for you. Yes. That's what we're talking about. I want the opportunity for every Liberian. If they don't look, I never thought I was going to travel. Not because we come to America. We're not better than the people in Liberia. So if a Liberian cannot travel, must have the opportunity in their country. Some people travel to America to go back, but they couldn't go back because there's nothing for them. There is nothing for them in Liberia. Nothing there for them. So, ladies and gentlemen, I open the line. Let's start from Grand Gita. And I got and Kia Radio on already. And thank God, Tuzon is here. And we are live in Zwedru, Grand Gita County. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. And we can open the lines and let us hear from you what you think. What are some of the things we need to do? Are you happy with this government? Some will call and say they're happy. It is your right to call and say you're happy. But is everything, all the promises that they gave us, Mr. Boaka fulfilling a promise? And also tell us if we need new face. Tell us, let's hear from you. Are you prepared to fight come 2029? Because they're going to steal the election. They want to steal the election. So we should understand they want to steal the election. It is their plan. Because if you're doing the work, you're not worried. But you're not doing the work, then you worry. They will tell you, oh, Mr. Cummings, chill. Yes, Mr. Cummings can visit anyone. The other day, Mr. Cummings and Mr. Boaka went on the football field. Mr. Cummings can go to Mr. Weir. Mr. Cummings can go to Bility. The other day, going to Grand Jida, he stopped the Bility house. You see? Why are you worried about Ellis Cummings? Sometimes you say, oh, Mr. Cummings will not participate because he honored 2%. You don't even know the election laws of Liberia. And do you know who said these things? That educated people. The election law says that if you don't win the presidential election, but you were also able to win one seat, just one seat, you are qualified. So CPP, if CPP want to come back, CPP is still qualified to contest. Forget about the 1% because they won 5 seats. Why you can tell Tewon Kongolo he's not coming back? Why you can tell Sarah Beslow that she will not come back? Why you can tell Clarence Moniba that they will not come back? They will not. The party will not run for 2 years. Why you can tell Simeon Fremont and all the other people that underneath that came underneath Mr. Cummings? But you want to sit and believe, oh, nobody know Mr. Cummings. But you say that Appeton King third place. Appeton that nobody know King third place. You believe it? Do you believe it? You know, sometimes in Liberia, when they want to steal, their own stealing can catch up with them. Maybe they should have put their own Gonglo tear. Then we're going to be thinking, say, oh, yeah, they think that's true. But you put a man who never voted for himself in the first round. I know him very well. His name is Eddie Appeton. We're all on contact back row. I can call him my Maryland brother. I know him very well. He never voted the first round. Everybody can form a political party. Then you say Liberian made mistake because Eddie Appeton and vice candidate, his name was Alexander. You believe it? The UP and CDC, they know each other. They know each other. You believe it? Every poll that come on in Liberia, every poll, Mr. Cummings can tell. Don't get me wrong, Joe Weir is popular. President Weir, he's a factor. We're not lying. We're not saying no. But because President Weir there, so I'm gonna run. Because President Weir in Liberia, he living, he got life. So I shouldn't be part of anything anymore. No. You get 1.6 million people voting. What happened to 1 million? We need to do the work. CDC started from small, from way down. UP started from way down. UP or nothing. Nobody, UP or Lovac party. But when Ellen Johnson came in, where was Ellen Johnson based? Which of the county was her base? No. But she changed that party. Had a broad party. So you run for president of Liberia. You're not running for a county. You're not running for a district. That is why I support Ellis Cummings. He don't pick and choose. He believes in Liberians and Liberians only. He don't look at you if you're a crew man, you Bassa man, you Pele man. He don't look at you that way. He look at you as a Liberian first. He don't want to know the church you're going to. He don't want to know whether you're Muslim. Or he want to know you're Liberian. When you're president for Liberia and all Liberians. That is why you come in, when you come to Mr. Cummings to support him, you are free. You are free to speak out. You feel good about yourself. When he appointed Murayo Yakula, she was a member of UP. When he appointed Alva, he was a member of CDC. He don't look at you. He look for competence. He look for qualification. Mr. Cummings said, he said, listen, there are a lot of good young people in government, but because of corruption, we don't see them. And I know some of them. So even if I'm president today, there are a lot of young assistant ministers. I will not throw them away. He said, look, this man, he said, sometimes when you take him over, the person that you feed, the other person, oh, you see that man, he lazy. Oh. There's a reason why he was lazy. That the kind of people that can be good. Minister. Look, let me tell you before we open the line. Madam Salif traveled to UN 2005. When she came back, she brought money. They balanced money. She said, oh, you're giving too much money. All the ministers were doing it. But guess what? I was there flow show. After 4 trips, no year again. That's how Liberian behave. But Alex Cummings is the only man who will say he stay consistent. The man understand time. Nobody, I challenge anyone here who say, Mr. Cummings promised me, he promised us that he would do this and he never did it. I challenge anyone to tell me. That's why the way we behave as a citizen now, nobody want to help us. We brag, we eat money. Yeah, we eat money. We're not ashamed. You see the memo gave you where? He dug the well for you. Oh, we didn't get latrine. He gave you latrine. Oh, you know, Awati, and they kind of thing. But you still tell it right and vote against him. If you're looking for someone who have created a job in Liberia, then why you vote for Bernard Ure? Why you vote for Oscar Cooper? Why you vote for Simeon Freeman? But you want for Alexander Cummings to go around and create a job. But the people that we elected, they never did these things. I agree. Mr. Cummings is not George Weah. Mr. Cummings is not Mr. Bwaka. We agree. These people were voted based on sympathy. Yes. Mr. Bwaka was voted because the way the woman treated the woman and this and that, and the papa get experience, you know you got to do this. That's why. So the wonderful governmental experience, if that want to take care of them, that means a lot. Only the president can change Liberia. Oh, you don't know that? When the president say, I dare anybody driving on the opposite lane, oh, you sure? Nobody will do it. When the president say, I need you in office, 8 o'clock, everybody will be in office 8 o'clock. But everybody got to go pay homage to the president. They're not today. It happened yesterday. It happened day for yesterday. When we elect them, they trying to be your king. Mr. Cummings not looking for a new car. He will not build a new house. Suppose say, in from Mr. Cummings' house, yes. Why are you going to his house? You see the discipline he instilled into the CDC party, the ANC party? When Mr. Cummings said, let me meet 10 o'clock at 10 o'clock. If Mr. Cummings said, I'm coming to your program, what time is the program? In Liberia, the way Liberia traffic is so hard, the program at 10 o'clock, Mr. Cummings start leaving house 8 o'clock. Discipline. And if you discipline, you get result done. On a football team, if the coach is disciplined, he got a winning team. If he's not disciplined, forget it. That's how we're not disciplined. That's why Liberia never went to World Cup. We're not disciplined. That's why Ghana beat us. Because we know we had an important game, but we went and got married and we start getting drunk on our day. Yes. So, and Alex, open the line and let's hear from our people in Zwedru.
Well, so folks, and of course, that says here this morning on Top 105.3, as we also live on Care Radio and other media platform. We let us say welcome here this morning. If you're just joining us on the show, we welcome all of you to this platform. At this point, we'll go to the line and hear from you. 776-105-105, 881-143504. 0776-105-105, 881-143504 are the numbers to pull you through this morning. Are you going to be live on the platform? Let's hear from you on the Independent Man. 776-105-105, 881-143504. 0776-105-105, 881-143504. The numbers will pull you through this morning. Are you going to be live on the platform here independent man for a better Liberia. 776-105-105, 881-143504. Let's hear you. 776-105-105, 881-143504 are the numbers to pull you through, and you're going to be live here this morning. 0776-105-105, 881-143504. 0776-105-105, 881-143504 are the numbers to call you to pull you through here this morning on the show. You're going to be live. Let's hear you. You listen to the general explaining what having the issues. It is time that we bring in new face. Let's hear from you. Is this time for a new face? 776-105-105, 881-143504, and you're going to be live here on the platform. 0776-105-105, 881-143504, and you will be live here as we had 4 minutes up to 11 o'clock. Today is Saturday. Let's hear from you. 776-105-105, 881-143504, and you'll be live on the program Independent Man for a Better Liberia.
Tuzon, are we live on the radio, Tuzon?
So we go on the line and pick up this person. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking me. Where do you join us from?
So for the record, my name is Ian Sylvester Smith. I go by the popular name the Oracle.
The Oracle.
And I serve as the National Youth Chair for the Liberia Young Leaders Alliance.
Welcome to the
So
platform.
thank you. So I want to make my say. So I agree with the issue of bringing in a new face to Liberia in the political space, because we are tired of recycle politicians. But let me say something to the brother. In as much we want a new face, and the Dana Kumi is not a new face. The Bena U is not a new face. It's also not a new face. All the guys I said Danny and Wani with the same people stay in government. And the Dana Kumi has a close proximity to even the current president, even the former president. The Bena U has also served in government before. So we will not be looking for people who have served in government calling them new face or new faces. We will not be looking for people who have get all the connection of the same people that putting on in the same thing called a new face. A new face will be a person who have never had the opportunity, who don't have that interaction with the same recycle people. I dare you bring Kumi. The same people who working in the Joseph Barrow government will still working in the same government.
Can I ask the guy a question?
The same people.
I want to ask you a question.
The new face should not be an Alexander Kumi. It shouldn't be a Kumi. It shouldn't be a female freeman.
You getting the general?
I want to ask you a question, my brother.
The general want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Who you voted for in 2005 or 2011 or 2023? Who you voted for? 23. Who you voted for?
So the general asking you who you voted for in 2005, 2011, and 2023.
So in 2005, I did not vote.
Okay.
In 2011, I went through the skit and I supported the Labour Party at the time. In the second round, I did not vote. In 2017, I also did not vote. In 2023, there was nothing I could see tangible. So I could not see the citizen government at the time as an opportunity. I did not see the Arizona Kumi as an opportunity. I said the not see anyone as an opportunity.
So you see nobody.
A person from a different space that had no connection with all the guys that
Okay,
will come
my
to the
brother.
disco and bring new brand of people to Liberia.
Alex,
But I dare you, any other guys to bring, you will still see the same people surfacing.
Okay, Alex.
So what are we doing for the Angola Liberian Leaders Alliance?
Tell
We
the man
are
to
a
hold
political
on.
movement. Soon to be a political party. That's why we are young guys who put ourselves together and feel that Liberia deserve young leadership.
All right, so
Leadership
the
of
general want to
people.
hold you there again.
Let's see
Let's
again. Let's see
the
again.
general.
You said, tell him.
Yeah, go ahead.
You said you voted, you supported Liberty Party. So why you voted for Bromsky when Bromsky was president pro tem before? Why you voted for him?
I think you need to state for him, but I'm not getting him.
Yeah, so his question is, you said you voted for Liberty Party, you voted for Bromsky, and that time you were serving as president pro tempore. Why you haven't voted? You had to vote for him.
So at once, I voted once, but now it was 2011. Yeah, because at the time, mind you, even if there is nobody you see, one person might just be or sometimes you left.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let open it. Let the other people check.
All of those in the race, they now match the thing I wanted. But in as much to exercise your constitutional right, you have to say one person. So it's like. Was Bromsky the major one on the agenda? No. But instead, I still have the point about on the telescope thing. I could say him at the time. But
okay, my brother.
What I really wanted.
No, let open the line for somebody else. Let someone else.
I cannot suppose a former president we had at the time. So
thank you.
Somebody you just because of that one person.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you for being part of the platform.
Mute yourself if you get any telephone phone. But let me say something. I got someone in line.
All right.
Liberians, if you're listening to me today, let me say this. We will never manufacture new Liberians to vote. If we say new face, always new face are people who you never elected. It's not about whether they participate, whether they know you. You think we'll bring in new Liberians? We manufacture new Liberians to come and vote. The rebels, the criminals, the corrupt people, they will be voting in Liberia. But when you get a leader at the top, when that leader is clean, if that leader is honest, there will be no stealing. Even the common man, they say when fish won't get rotting, it get rotting from the head. So the thing the boy just said, I just don't want you. I respect your view, my brother, but you said Alexander Cummings, these other people are new. You want new people. You were the same one saying that nobody know Alexander Cummings. Then you still calling for new people. You still calling for somebody who never participated. So you tell them that they didn't get government experience. Liberian people. But you voted for Bromsky. Bromsky was president pro tem. Bromsky was senator of Grand Bassa County. But you throw your constitutional right away because you don't see nobody. But you say at the time, you saw Bromsky. But from there, you don't vote for nobody again. So you vote 2017, you don't vote for 2005, you don't vote 2023 because you don't see nobody. My brother, it's on you. That one, I don't know. That's your business. The education business, so now we got to take it away. And I got someone on the line here. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, hi, morning. This is Mr. Mawolo. I'm calling from Maryland County in the United States. Look, hello also to your panelists there. Look, this whole thing about who's popular and who's not popular, it seems that we Liberians, we deliberately like to lie to ourselves, then we get surprised at our own lies. When you think about it, the presidency is not a joke. So when you want vote, you got to think hard, right? What was Joe we are popular for? He was playing football. Most of the people who called Joe Weani, they never saw him on TV because there was no TV. The people were fighting war. But they hear a name. That was the only Liberian playing internationally entertainment that they could identify themselves with to say, oh, Liberian people something. So he didn't get popular. Do you know what Alex Cummings was doing at that same time? Alex Cummings is one of the biggest finance experts in the world. If there was something they could put on TV, he would be more popular than Joe Weah. But no, you talk for popularity. Listen, in the Liberian sense, the same way Joe Weah got popular playing football, he did nothing for you. He was just popular. He came to play for Liberia. He went back. He played for France. He played for Monaco. He played for PSG. He played for Italy. Listen, you the same Liberian people. When you want better, the person who can do it for you, make them popular. How do somebody get popular? You keep on talking about them. But it seems like we're afraid of success, but we want success. You couldn't employ Joe Weah to come fix your car because you know that not what he know football. You couldn't employ Joe Weah to come decorate your house because you know that not what he know. You couldn't employ Joe Weah to pay your road because you know that not what he know. But you employ him, a football player, to be president. And you still talking about it today as if you made the right decision. Even though when you were president, you the same one was crying. Are we crazy or what? We got to be serious. This is about our lives. This is for our children. If you didn't become anything in life, at least you should wish that your children become something. We're talking about who can make this country work so your children can feel like you. And every day you come with different excuse just to do the wrong thing. Each and every one of you say, oh, Ellis Cummings are the best person to change their country, but he's not popular. They're making popular. Keep on telling your people that this man is the best man to change this country. Because while they're listening to you on the radio, they're listening to you because they want to hear what you got to say about it so they can follow you. But you keep on saying, oh, but they will not vote for him because he's not popular. All the Zogo then smoke opium, so you would join them and smoke opium too because they didn't want to do the most? Or you would tell them that my fool, you need to start dating so your life can get better. That's the same thing with telling Liberian people. Vote for somebody who qualify in the era they call presidency, somebody who know how the world works, somebody who can have connections in the world. I'm talking about that your connection where you can imagine. Something that written on people. Somebody that show proven experience in everything. And among all the people that are running, they get 3 people that you can say internationally they get clout. And Alex got more than all 3. That Alex, that Clara Manumba, that Fremont. The other people that's also local people. That's also talk. They don't know how the world works. So we can decide to make this country better, to change this country for our children's sake, or we can keep on playing in the mess that we're in and cry after we do it. Because we didn't see one that told us said that Joseph Boca, our agriculturist, though we didn't see him doing anything in agriculture. We made ourselves believe that. We didn't see one telling ourselves that Joseph Boca that the best person while we're suffering. We lie to our own self and we believe it. We can decide to make it better for our children, or we can keep on lying to ourselves. But when we want to lie to ourselves, then let's agree to shut up when we're catching hard time.
Thank you.
If we don't want to catch hard time, let us do what's right. Let us make the qualified people popular. Let us talk about them more. And let us be brave to tell our friend that this person, you don't got to know him, but he is the most qualified person to fix the country for us. And then we will not regret.
Thank you.
So, Monet, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And keep the line open, but let me play this.
Monet, I mean a bit. I wanted to respond to that guy, please.
Yeah, go ahead, Judas.
All right. Thank you. Ellis, can you mute yourself? I'm getting feedback.
Yeah, Alex is muted. I don't know. I'm not getting it.
Okay. It might just be from my end. Let me leave and come back. I'll be back.
Yeah. Okay, Mauro. Thank you very much, Mauro. Okay, while waiting for you, let me play this tape.
Knowing that by 2023 you'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 You'll be tired. You have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him pamper. Every day I gotta buy a pamper. There's a man who bought me pamper before. I'm buying pamper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he said, when you run for one term. Say when you run for one term. He insisted. Say when you run for one term. He insisted. Say when you run for one term. He insisted. Say when you run for one term. He insisted. He insisted. I agree with you. 2023? No, I disagree. In my mind, he should left. Find somebody else.
Okay, come on, Julius.
So, Manette, let me first of all thank you and everybody else for being a part of today's conversation. I just wanted to sit in the back, to be honest with you, and listen to you because, Manette, as you deliberate on Liberia's problem, it encouraged me to just see reason to fight even more, regardless of where we find ourselves. But I listened to the brother who just called. I think one thing that you missed while he was speaking is the fact that he said he and his buddies are organizing themselves to come and participate.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is like the market woman. She's in the market and telling you that her friend's fish is rotten because she wants you to buy her fish. At first, when he started talking, he said, let's bring a new face. I said, okay, this is interesting. Let me listen. And then he went on and then admitted to the fact that he voted for Liberty Party. Then after it all, he came back to say, all the people will be the same. When Mr. Cummings wins an election, he will still bring people. Mr. Cummings made this very clear, crystal clear. He's not going to manufacture people from space to come and work in Liberia. The same man who's talking right there today. When Mr. Cummings win the election, and I'm not going to say if, I'm purposely saying when Mr. Cummings win the election, and he starts to bring people from other places to come and work. They say, oh, you see, we told you that the man who said he was coming to come give Liberian opportunity. And that is not Mr. Cummings' idea. When it comes to new face, Mr. Cummings is simply saying, like you often say when he speaks to these things, he said leadership starts from the top to the bottom. That's what he's talking about. All right. So when you have a new face in the office, a new sheriff, when you see that Mr. Cummings gets up at 6:30 in the morning and sit in for his consultation where they debrief him on the happiness of the day. Then he goes in his office and start to work. He does not leave his office until 5:30, 6 o'clock. Before you see Mr. Cummings leaving, then the people who are working with him will see his work ethics. The people will see. That's the new face that we are talking about. When we talk about new face, we're not talking in its literal term. When we're not saying literally, that means new people have to come from space to represent. But the same mediocrity, there's same mediocre way of doing things. Celebrating when you go and low roll opening. Then they go, Mr. Cummings go there and go cut ribbon. If Mr. Cummings, when Mr. Cummings become president, there's a roll construction. He goes up and I would be the first person to go there and will beat bottle behind Mr. Cummings, go back to work. This is not the kind of thing we elected you for. You're supposed to be a different president. That is the new face we're talking about. When Mr. Cummings is inviting organizations to come to Liberia, job opportunity. He's not going to go stand there again to go cut ribbon and say, look, I'm the one. We now have organizations or we have investors coming to Liberia. No, his focus is going to be on what is the next target. What data do we have to prove that our unemployment rate has gone down from 90% to 80%? What are you providing to the public for them to see? Those are the kind of things. Mr. Cummings is not going to come here. The new face we're talking about is the fight against drugs, like Mr. Cummings said. Look, I'm not going to sit here and allow my country to be used as a drug hub. If you listen to him on the closing argument, he said under his leadership, the fight against drugs will be one of the primary things that he considered, just as much as he considered the investment in education. You can't talk about you want quality education and then your budget say contrary to what you talk about. That's the new face we're talking about. Previous government and the current government have done the same things repeatedly. They have not invested in the people. My young brother, while you prepare yourself to come with your colleagues to run for the presidency, that's not a bad thing. I admire your ambition. But what you need to do is first and foremost learn and then apply. You have refused to learn. That's the reason why you're talking about Mr. Cummings is not a new face because he will bring the same group of people. No, Mr. Cummings is not going to manufacture people, but he's going to lead. He's a leader. He will lead, and all the people around him will have to follow, because if you don't follow, you get fired. Like he said, if you're his brother, you're his sister, your mom, your dad, you get involved in anything corrupt, he will prosecute you. That's the kind of leader we're talking about. That's the new face we're talking about. I just want to come on and respond to that brother and give other people the opportunity. Let's take more calls. But he really kind of pushed me. Again, like I said, Monday, every Saturday morning I go practice. I do my little running. I got to go score 2 goals so that, Monday, I got to teach this boy how to play the soccer game. You're muted, Monday. You're muted. If you're talking, you're muted. Can't hear you.
They say you had 2 penalties last Saturday.
Oh, come on, Monet. Don't talk about the penalties, man. I would never be giving penalty and I miss it. You know that. I had to let little boys to kick it.
They say you caused 2 penalties. They say come and kick. You look at him for long. You say no, let somebody else kick it, because you say if you causing it, you won't kick it. You're a good guy.
No, because I'm selfless. No, I'm selfless like Mr. Cummings. I always want to give other people opportunity, so I have somebody else kick. Don't say I'm feisty because I did that. Don't do it.
You just say let somebody else kick it as well.
That's
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Independent Minds for a Better Liberia, and this is where we speak truth to power. And this is not just a propaganda station, because we don't lie. We tell the truth. We say the truth about Alex Cummings, and this is the Independent Minds. I support Mr. Cummings any day, anytime, and you do the same. But Liberians, there's something they say: no decision is right until it is right. When decision is not right, you come back and make it right. You can take the cow to the river. You can force the cow to drink. You can keep a laser in the water, no matter how long it's still, it will never turn to a crocodile. There's nothing happening in Liberia. Drugs. There are a lot of big names. People are protecting drugs just to and fill their pockets. And there are a lot of names in there. And the president is not speaking about it. We need our international partner, like what Mr. Cummings said. We don't have the technology. We need them to come and help, because this is a global thing. And I just told you guys, if I were in the circle, this is exactly what I was going to do. Put a tracker on our drugs, put 2 agents on our plane, call Great Britain or call whosoever that drugs is going to, and let them follow the drugs and see where they're going to land that drugs. And then we can bust the drugs. And also tell Great Britain, tell England and Belgium and other countries, the great United States, we need technology, we need equipment, we need logistics for our people. We just saved the world. But because we got hands in it, they sneak 1 or 2 parcels in Liberia, they will leave it behind. Oh yes, all the drugs going, but alas, some leaving behind. And then that is why they don't know what to do. So even if the citizen complaining, you don't have logistics. We see DA officers walking all over the place. How you will find the drugs? DA officers are regular people in color clothes. They don't know, you don't know them. But in Liberia, you see them, some of them want arrested, say drive for license and all. Because what to do?
But
Then you
Manette,
get volunteer. Yeah.
let me say this, right? Let's be honest too, though. How will the DEA or LDA officers have the motivation to fight drugs when the president himself, while we are fighting drugs, is going to the drug hub to chill with his beloved wife? I mean,
And
let's be honest about this. The
yeah.
president. Now, we talked about this before. People were out here insulting us, Monet, when we said President Boycott went to sit to the place where they distribute drugs. People started insulting us. Here we are today, Monet. We're talking about the owner of that bar got arrested, or he was actually asked or to come in for questioning. Whatever it was that was done. So how is the president, again, we go back to what we're talking about. Leadership is what we're talking about here. How is it that we're fighting drugs, but then the president chose to go sit in the very place? It's not like he didn't know. In the nightclub, while we are discussing this, almost like Monet, you heard your community say, you see that house right there? That house is where the people smoke weed. All right? People talking about it, everybody talking about it, and the entire community start to get infested with weed. Then you take it upon yourself to go sit there. When they come and bust you,
You're breaking up, Lofa.
on the D, President Barker himself, to some extent, contributed to this kind of behavior, man. That's sad. I just want to add that to it, man.
Yeah. So this drugs issue is under the watchful eyes of the UP government. We will hold them responsible. Liberian people, let's open our eyes. It happened yesterday. It happened today. But not because it happened yesterday, it should happen today. Why compare the government with the past government? Why? We said everything was bad. It was bad. It was terrible. Yes, it was terrible. We agree. We remove them. And all the promises today, we see our children stay in the street. Our farmers cannot go anywhere. Pick and choose. Only government officials benefiting from all the logistics and everything when it comes to farming. When you go on Thomas Fowler Farm, the president farm don't even they have not produced one bag of rice since they started, before he became president. How long it would take? Then you'll say, oh, it's too early. No, it's not early. We don't care. This president have the experience. This president worked from Turbo Time. He was member of the Two-Way Party. He worked as, and he was the director for Lofa County. When it comes to LPMC, he was managing director for LPMC. He was Minister of Agriculture. He was Director General of LPRC and LPMC. Yes, okay, LPMC from Dothan. Yes, he worked. He had experience, vice president for 12 years. All the mistakes that Madam Salif made, he could have rectified it, and up to now, we stay the same. So what changed? In 20 years, we stay crying on roads. Then you want us to vote because of roads? No, we all want the roads. We will campaign on roads. That's not your money. That's not your money. Everything is politics. We take yellow machine to Grand Bassa County, we put the people in the street. Don't you know that, Liberians, don't you know we had yellow machine in all the counties during Talbot time? Because when I was in Maryland, I used to see the yellow machine from Public Works. They used to be greater in the Newtown Road, although there were no quota on it. Yes. During Dothan, we had them when they had the Ministry of Rural Development. Even President Weah time, they brought in yellow machine. It was at Public Works. Today, we got Brani Samoka, Minister of Yellow Machine. We got a Deputy Minister for Yellow Machine, Deputy Minister for Operation Yellow Machine. We got Secretary General. They created a new job because they got to satisfy someone. Liberians, is that what we settle for? That we should be crying about roads? The same overhead bridge, they were supposed to build it during George Weah time. They signed everything. But yeah, UP, yeah, won't take glory. The Ralphie Highway, Joe, we are broke it down. He started it. Then UP going back to Redemption Hospital. So politics. Instead of y'all doing the job, you're worried about, you even go nowhere, you worry about election. You're forcing President Bouaka to run. But he will be 86 years old. Right now, it's not easy. Like what Jeremiah Kun said, and I agree with Jeremiah Kun. I want you to listen to what Jeremiah Kun said in 2023. He said this exact thing in 2023. Now listen to him again.
Put that Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 you'll be tired.
Yeah, he supported Joseph Bouaka. That in 2017, and he supported President Bouaka now, at the time, that in 2023 he will be tired. And he himself said he would not contest, he will not go for one term. That just what he told Jeremiah Kun. So Jeremiah Kun said, I will not support him in 2023. But because Jeremiah Kun believed that he looked at the paper for long, he said, if something happened to the paper, I think I'll be the next man, so I will accept it. So he said Jeremiah Kun said greedy. Because Jeremiah Kun making a way. Jeremiah Kun paying people now to go on Spoon to talk for him. So everybody they're fighting. So they're not doing the work. And Liberians, since President Bouaka gave Jeremiah Kun all the job, go and make sure they drop the prices. Make sure we hear nothing from Jeremiah Kun yet. But all the things Jeremiah Kun doing, he put people on Spoon, he paying them. They got Snagger in his office from Spoon. He got a Good Day saying this about him, Good Day on salary, and they got Fatika now on Spoon now and propagating the message. And the boss are so brave, they will, hey, I'm sorry for them. Oh God. Yeah, these children had destroyed their future for petty cash. And when I see Liberians lying, just for a temporary time, we know y'all. We know y'all. They lie for every little thing. They are on salary. Look, there's the boy, Slanger. He worked in the vice president office from Spoon. He's on salary. You got Fatiga now on Spoon. Henry Costa is going there. Henry Costa is coming out. And I'm saying it according to reliable information that he's in the pockets now of the vice president. You see how sometimes all these people, these are the real problems of Liberia. And Liberians, listen, even they say the devil has his own follower. The devil still got people. I agree. But guess what? They're in the pockets. That's why politicians, they feel that everybody they see, that they can push us around. But I bet them they will not come to us to interview because just how you say it, that how we ask you the question and you will fall. So they look at us as we're not offending people to them. So they will not. But I'm not drinking your beer. I'm not going to sit with you and eat your food. You're not my enemy. But the fact is that I know where you get. So if that will just satisfy ourselves, I will not wait for 20 years for Ellis Cummings to be president, my people. I will jump from place to place. At the same time, I'll be supporting, I'll be jumping from place to place, from place to place. So, but I'm gonna wait for 20 years. No, but we're not what we're looking for. But there are certain things that we see in this guy. That is why we own. And Julius coming, man.
You know, Monet, the likes of Henry Costa, I've always warned people and the general public. Liberians, we tend to be a little too gullible. They find that the likes of Henry Costa and other people today will keep our people in abject poverty. It's not surprising. I never one day thought that Henry Costa was legit when it comes to discussing politics. I knew exactly. The young man is a hustler. So if I see Henry Costa going back to support the propaganda of the vice president, I'm not surprised. If I see Hussein Fadiga, you know the videos are out there. This is a man who insulted Monet. If you go on my page today, who said the vice president at the time, current president Joseph Bouaka, was frail, an old man with no good idea, no new idea. Then when he became president, he went crawling, begging this old man for an opportunity today. Okay, he's still begging for an opportunity to be retained in the office of the finance minister, with the possibility of hopefully coming to serve in the vice president's domain. That tells you the kind of people we're dealing with. I told you this before, Monet. I said this and I'll say it again. When it comes to the fight for true transformation in Liberia, the fight is not expected to be easy. And that's why I told you Mr. Alexander Cummings will get all of the dirty water thrown at him because of the politicians we have in our, I want to call them politicians because I think that's the name they deserve. It's not going to be easy, Monet. That's why we have to double up. But Liberians have to double up in the process as well. Because these corrupt young people, you expect the likes of James Goody Flomo to do anything other than what he's doing? Monet, let me ask you a question. Was Stanton not known to be a felon before the UP decided to support or have him on their team? When he was bankrolling the president at the time, he was a convicted felon. To know now because he's going against the president in the interest of the vice president. You see the level of hypocrisy that exists among us as Liberians? They're not focusing on the people. Here it comes, he himself and his pocket.
You want me to go ahead now?
Wait. Julius, you're breaking up. But anyway, I bring in Mawolo again, please. 1 minute. Julius, you let Mawolo come in. You break in. Go ahead, Mawolo.
Hey, good morning again. Look, I wanted to say something about Cummings' wisdom and this drug issue. Cummings made a speech, a nationwide speech, when he said this drug issue, if we want to get it solved, we got to bring in international investigator or independent investigator. Unity Party propaganda too came into play straight away. Why we want to bring in foreigner? We got our own sovereign country. This and that. They get choked with the drug business and they try to implicate Sarah Beslow. Sarah Beslow took her phone and called the U.S. government, and today, the DEA from America is on the ground right now investigating the drug business. Wisdom. When somebody knows what they're talking about and somebody is clean, that's what they suggest. We know your strength and we know your weaknesses. We cannot handle this drug business. If we want the truth out of it, let's call people who know what they're doing. And soon they called that woman named Chitofu. Now the government knew that they could call the FBI or the DEA, but they didn't want to do it because their hands are into it. Now, if you look at history, right, these Somalian guys used to be on Kino and follow ships way in the middle of the ocean and hijack them. Our army take 2 boats with speedboat machine and say they couldn't reach the ship. That's because they didn't want to reach there. We got to open our eyes, Liberia. This government is involved. You see, they're hiding and hiding and hiding.
So, excuse me, you said the Coast Guard tried to go to the ship and they said, what happened?
They said they couldn't reach there. The ship was too far away. People follow.
Yeah, they did.
Even the fishermen who told you that the ship was on the water, what they were on? They were on Kino. How come you, the military, couldn't reach there?
And the Kino was right near the ship. The Kino was right near that ship.
Yeah, then they said the ship left Liberia water. No ship can run faster than speedboats. So they said the ship was running. I mean, if people take you to be stupid and you keep on agreeing with them, and this is what we're talking about. The government is not willing to secure your future. You got to open your eyes. If you saw your pa putting poison in your drink, you would drink it? And the husband can tell you, say, oh, gee, I saw you papi putting poison in the drink. Or you say, yeah, I saw him, but moving more from
there.
Yeah, that's what you would say. That's what the people doing to us. This government is not good for us. Whether you support it or not, tell yourself we need qualified people in this government. We need people who got something to something that we can hold, something that they got a name to uphold. We can't take a whole bunch of hustlers and put them in government and be surprised when they steal. These people had nothing. Look at all of them today. That's why they're getting involved in the drugs. Why all this time you're hearing everybody name but Tantan? The man who take the drug. You're hearing it. They hiding it. They want to talk about Jojo, but nobody talking about Tantan. You know, look, this president is completely in the know about what's going on. He's completely in the know. They're trying to cover up. That way you see their stooges all over on all the station, and you got Fatiga going back to Spoon and this and that. They're all over the place. They got Costa Naka from who he too talking. Why? Because their backs are to the wall. But you know what? That the DEA is involved, the British people are involved, the Dutch people are involved. This thing will come out. And you, Liberian, you got to show that you want an answer. Because cocaine are not opium, my people. When the cocaine people are ready, they'll kill. And they'll kill bad way. Your army not even able to protect your border. American army can catch hell with those people. So I ain't even talking about us. We can sit down and act like fools and encourage every nonsense the government tells us, or we can stand up like citizens and demand that we want answers regardless of who is involved. If it means that the president must step down, let him step down. But we want to secure our country. And we got to do this. And so you got to say thank you to Cummings. Because he had the wisdom to say, this government will not investigate this problem. They don't want to. Let's bring in an independent investigator. Now the independent investigator out there, that will get the government confused. They're looking for popular support. You don't support them because they brought it in and it will damage your children. So
all right, thank you.
I will just be listening.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, Julius. Lofa. Okay, Lofa gone. So they said that the fishermen that brought the information that they were closer to the boat, the ship, they saw the ship on high sea in Labrador waters. But our Coast Guard said they couldn't reach. In fact, the people gathered, they were gone. You see, they all want us to believe the government. Okay? This is not it's not fair. They all want us to believe the government. Okay? When you cannot even give us any information. The $19.2 million, we're still investigating. Then 340, we're still investigating. Then we got to go to 2018. Look, let the international community come in. Let the DA stay there. Let us send people to investigate us. So whoever name that is up there, we will know they were not hiding, because a lot of big names will go. If this thing were going to fall on the opposition, if anybody in the opposition was going to get involved in the drugs business, by this time they now drag them all over the place. Oh yes, by this time, oh, forget it. But because that only their names, look at these people. They were just keeping the money for themselves. Even if the government were depending on the money, benefiting, and say, oh, you know, the money the government used to build the schools, that drug money, oh, to pay teachers, that drug money, we understand. Yeah, we understand. Some countries do that. Some countries get involved. I will tell you, some government get involved and this money go to their revenue. Country they declare narco state. Country they say the country here that all they do, they into drugs business. Because our country poor, but we are rich. Who told you we can get free education? We still got the same old concession agreement in Liberia. In Liberia, corrupt men calling people corrupt. We need new face. Yes, we should a new face. Imagine how the people giving Mr. Cummings hard time to run. Then we bring another person again, new one. When we say we need new face, my brother, please, we can't be educating you guys over and over. We can't be saying it. And for some of you people like on Facebook who don't even have a name, you don't even have your name, you can't even show your face. You either post some kind of AI picture on your profile or you put some kind of writing. And it is shame when here Liberian, we eat the money, we do this, we do that. They can pay you from now to judgment day, your distraction at your own. I can keep you last the time before I'll handle you. But this coming election, this time Liberian will make the decision. Liberian will. They will make that decision. Try for the last time. If nobody call, we call your day until tomorrow. You mute or mute yourself.
Okay. Knowing
Call us
that
on
territory,
0776
you'll be tired. You have
105
everything good, but the brain is
Go ahead,
going
go ahead.
down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill.
0776 105 881 143504 are the numbers to put you this morning. We will be live on the platform. Independent man for a better Liberia. Let's hear from you this morning. 776 105 105.
I ask you to look at my
1435 0776 105 105 881 1435 04. Let's hear you on the platform. 776 105 105 881 1435 04. We will go on the line and pick up this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Nina, where do you join us from?
Yeah, I'm calling from the Ralphie Highway, Mr. Smith.
Welcome to the platform.
Yeah, thank you very much. We can always listen to you people, and we always pray that Almighty God will guide you people, strengthen you people, and always give you people, the idea, and always become the Liberians. Those who are willing to come over. Like what you just said, I was surprised. A man who was who was a campaign, I think, director of CDC, by the name Magbala. You come on, and start saying all kinds of things in favor of the current government. With all the wrong things the government is doing. You all hear another party government is telling the government to the letter. All the kind of funny thing we are saying, we Liberians. So I want to thank you guys, and for the other caller who called, I know where he called from, talking about a new face, whereby he voted for people. I don't know what he was really trying to. I don't know which point he was really stressing. But like you are speaking out of innocence, out of ignorance. I mean, and so I pray and hope you guys continue on the show. Those are all who are in favor of Mr. Cummings will follow you guys every time in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you for being part of the platform. 0776 105 105 881 1435 776 105 105 881 1435 let's hear you this morning on the platform. Independent man for a better Liberia. 776 105 105 881 1435 Good morning.
Good morning.
Nina, what do you join us from?
This is Brown Tate from Monrovia.
Brown, welcome to the platform. Go ahead, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let me thank all the guys in the United States and others who've been calling. You know, this country, it's not a matter of whether we don't get educated people in this country. Even around the world, there are other people who may not even know book, but the commitment they have to their country, the desire to see their country transform under their administration if they were elected, or military leader who sees power and they see how they transform their country. Like for example, maybe in Burkina Faso we're talking about today. So you, the educated people we have here, if they don't get love for their country, my brother, you put them there zero. Because they will always pretend. You see? They will always pretend. If current president who have all the position in almost all the sectors who are work, if he can muster courage, you know, to take those decisions to save the country, then I mean it means that we just need somebody who will commit themselves. Say for example, a fuller man who don't even know book, but he got money. He can hire engineer to build skyscraper for him. He wouldn't got to tell that engineer what he wants. And after he finished build it, before he send it over to him, he will go to inspect it because he envisioned it in his mind. So do we have educated people who envision Liberia, what they want to see Liberia to be, maybe in the next several years to come? Do we have master plan for the country with all the education we have, with all the administration we have? Everybody just make say year plan because president said I say year. Why we can't sit down to muster courage to make a plan that will take up maybe say 20 years to come and we'll work around here, say those key sectors, the electricity, the water, the road, the agriculture, then all the things that mean health and education, all the things that can count, you know, along with the administration that will be elected, then they can put it in. But we don't get master plan. I just said in 7. So I want to thank you so much. You know, always I listen to you people because your discussion are thought-provoking. And some of all who have some mind to contribute, who are seeing precedent in this country, like what the other men were saying. When Tobo got the chair 20, he was at the 18-year vice president. He was just smiling behind Tubman. All the errors Tubman made, all the dancing around, and all the kind of things. When he came, they call it speed. He didn't use to take mess with anybody. Before minister get up in the morning, before you go to your office, then he there. I think one such time in the Ministry of Finance. So that's the kind of way we want to see. We don't want whether you get the education, this, that. We want somebody, even if you have education, you want to have the mind to transform this country. Thank you so much. I will always follow you anytime you on show. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
For being part of the platform this month.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And okay, so while we stay with for the callers,
let's just take this question and then we just conclude.
Hello.
Yeah, Nia, what do you join from?
Yeah, this is men moving, men dropping. EK and
Man moving, man dropping.
Two guys that are just talking about the celebrity people. We got 16 tracks, maybe 16. And now, you know, I pull up all the children working for what they got up. Now, pull up money to this position. But when key position, what they got up. Now, more people coming 100% for the they got up. It is getting all time. All right, it is 6-year-old thing what they were putting up. They grew up. It became what about the purpose of this nation? That's my fault. Man is true. He can't put it out. You want to put whatever to put in and put in the palace of correction and all of this. You should go there and tell her your business. You can't put for the question. You don't hire. They can do any
Thank you, Chief. You know, you can go ahead.
Okay. I listened to all the callers. You spoke well. It is your right to speak. And that is the beauty of this show, that we give everyone the opportunity to say what they want to say. But one thing, we don't force you. And also, I will be doing myself injustice if I tell you to vote and I myself not voting.
Yeah, Kia Radio. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I just want to say something for Selling Kumi.
Okay.
But y'all see, y'all are selling Kumi, you're not really selling Kumi the right way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to sell it. I want to sell Kumi.
But you gotta come down. Those are in America, they gotta come down.
Okay.
Just sell Kumi. But you can be in America, you're telling us who environment you're enjoying yourself or you're on the radio. You're not seeing what happened here.
Woman, you talking jealous talk. I'm gonna say and I can't down. Tell the woman and I can calm down.
Okay.
Tell the woman I can calm down there. I'm gonna say I vote it. I vote it.
Always can.
Hey man.
If you can calm down, you're not just coming when you say one day, when you know that the place started, you run back.
Oh, okay.
Tell the woman I voted in every election in Liberia from 2005.
Okay.
Oh. Nothing, we're not getting anything, and the Kumi say you're selling, we're not seeing Kumi anywhere to register itself.
Ask her who she voted for. Ask her who she voted for.
Okay.
She can hear me. Ask the woman, don't let her go. Who she voted for last election?
All right, thank you. We'll do that.
Hey, don't let the woman go too soon. Don't let the woman go.
Wait, okay, stay on the line. The general want to talk to you. Yeah, go ahead, general.
Who you voted for 2005 to 2023?
Hello?
Who you voted for?
2005 and 2023. Who you voted for?
2003?
Yeah.
2005. In 2005, who you voted for?
2005, voted for Unity Party.
2011, who you voted for? 2023. Okay, so you believe. Okay, ma'am, listen now. I know, I agree you want change. Okay, tell her I need her number. She need a change. But tell her I've been voting in Liberia myself.
Is this your number?
I need your number.
Okay. Oh.
I need her number, so we got to talk. I need you on the team. And thank God you need a change, because the people have not changed anything yet. So tell her I need her number, eh?
So I will take your number down. Okay, I think she slipped off.
Well, Liberians, that's it.
I'll take
We
your
got to
number.
talk to these people. These are the people. And I like what she said. Yes, I voted for the Unity Party throughout. But you listen to her talking, you understand that in her voice, that Unity Party have not delivered. But she have not been paying attention to the other people. That is the problem. Unity Party have not developed and delivered, but she have not been paying attention to other politicians, to other political parties. Now, but thank God she called the show and said, you're not promoting Mr. Cummings well. That's her view. You need to come down to Liberia. That's true. The groundwork, the whole thing for Cummings to be president of Liberia, in Liberia, and not in America. I agree with that. I agree. So we that here, there's a way we have to talk to our people back home. Look, I believe in Liberians. They are not lazy people. Liberians are not lazy. But the way our politicians treat them, to tell them that they're lazy, they try to give them money, they try to do all kinds of things just to keep them in that state of mind. But you listen to that woman. Nothing have happened. I voted for them 3 times. I went Eddie Johnson 2 times. I went Mr. Waka 4. She voted 4 times for Unity Party. But she said she want to change. That's the opportunity. So because she voted for Unity Party, you think I can take her? Because she voted for Unity Party, so we should let her go? No. She's a Liberian. She's a Liberian. She entitled, she has a right, and whatsoever she voted for them, she owed no one apology. But she also has a right to vote for Mr. Cummings. She also has the right to support Mr. Cummings or support any other person. But that kind of person, I need in my corner. And also, I want to make this disclaimer, and Edward Joe is still on the show. It's just that we've been having little issue on certain things that we got to, because for those of you who are watching us on Facebook, and Edward Joe have to pay his, we have to take him to the station all the time. So I'm calling on, they call it SOS. I need your assistance. If you want to make any contribution, I'm trying to get a telephone. I'm trying to get a telephone for him so he will always be on the show. And so I'm just appealing to you. And we spend on this show, we spend $800, let's just say $850 every month to get the show to where it is today. And I want to thank those of you who continue, the special group of people, I don't have to call their names, and who make sure that this show is always on the radio. $850 that we spend to get all the other different stations on. It's free. We're not on salary. We are just doing it. But there are certain things. We have Edward Joe. Edward Joe is vision impaired, and I'm trying to get him a cell phone. Listen, I alone cannot do it. I got my own responsibility. I have everything. So those of you who are supporters and who want to help this show to make sure that this show move forward. I'm not talking about the instigators and I can be on here making some comment. I'm not talking about the UP people. And I also got a UP supporter too, who also contribute to this show. I don't know what you asked him about, come here. I don't know what you asked him about they will get their money back. So, to all my followers, I'm racing this morning. I want to get a very good telephone, and in Liberia, a very good telephone will cost you around $200. And Tuzon, a good telephone. Anyway, guys, we're working on our audio on Care Radio. That's why the audio is very low. And a good telephone or Samsung telephone in Liberia, how much is a good phone right now? I know I bought phone from Raj Enterprise. How much for a very good phone in Liberia?
From 200 up.
That is why we're trying to raise that money to make sure that Edward is always on the show. If we have a good phone and internet, he will come on instead of coming to the station, because it costs me a lot to get him to the station. Imagine, it's not easy, $50 week just to get into the station, $50 US, because I got to pay 2-person way to come to the station, and I cannot afford it. $250. I'm not a rich man. I'm hustling like another person, and I'm not going to call some people and say, yeah, hey, Mr. Cummings get money, and not Mr. Cummings business, and I want that. So I'm not going to call him for petty cash and whatsoever. So this is what I do when I get it. But you see, that is what they call, you got to decide which one is better. I'd rather keep him to his place, not to jump all over the place. He have a telephone or laptop, give him the internet, and he will be on just like us from where he sits. So I'm looking for a telephone or a laptop. I got laptops that I can send to Liberia. Got laptops sitting there, but what time it will reach to Liberia? So that's another thing we're thinking about. So when we're going to Liberia, we're going to give him a laptop and everything. So we need your help, and please continue to contribute to this show. Even the children that are sitting in studio, we need to take care of them. Some days we got to give them at least $10, $15, so be able to buy the late data and do other things. So it's the sacrifice. So if you're enjoying the show, continue to support. That's all I can tell you. Just continue to support us, and we will do exactly what we want to do. So let me just put my Cash App up here, if I can see it. And this is my Cash App number. Yes, this is my Cash App. It's also Zelle. You can make a contribution if you want to. I'm not forcing you. And listen, I'm saying it, but I also have the opportunity. If I can get it, I got numbers that I can call, I will get it. So, but I want us to see, you know, dollar can get full of bucket instead of just one group of persons. So, ladies and gentlemen, before I close up, I will leave you with the last one before we close up. I want you to listen again to Alexander Cummings. This is what encouraged me. This is what brought me over to Alexander Cummings. When I listened to him, no politicians have told us what they would do and how they would do it. So let's listen to this again.
I ask you to look at my record of job creation, of success, of managing large budgets without one penny going missing. All of these things you can look at and compare to the other candidates. And again, you will see that my past performance and past behavior is a good predictor, a good indicator that what I commit to, we will deliver. There are 5 priorities we have. Our first priority is infrastructure. Simply put, it's electricity, it's roads, it's water, and it's internet and cell phone connectivity across Liberia. We have to invest in infrastructure. That is the top priority. That's the basis on which we can and will do everything else. The second priority for us is job creation. There are too many unemployed, underemployed, and unemployable Liberians. The unemployment rate is over 85%. And therefore, job creation is our next priority, creating jobs for the Liberian people. The next priority is agriculture. We are a country that do not fear ourselves. These are things we can do for ourselves. We should be producing rice to feed ourselves. And my commitment is that by the end of my first term in office, we will be self-sufficient in rice production. And within education, we're focused on vocational training, teachers training, and adult education. But we have to educate our young people because, again, that's how we can help them create jobs. That's how we can train farmers. And so these things are all linked together. And our final priority in terms of the what's is health. Because you can have good infrastructure, you can have a good job, you can feed yourself, you can have great education, but if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter. And so health is our 5th priority, and there we're focused on primary health care and preventive health care. So those are the what's we'll do for our people, for the Liberian people. How are we going to do these things? The first how is we want to engage Liberians differently in the transformation of our country. We call this hearts and minds. How do we get all Liberians to participate in the changes that are required? We're going to use arts and music and culture and reconciliation and religion. All of these things, we will be deliberate in using these things to engage us as a people in this transformation process. And so we're doing some work on how we can make those things happen. The next how is that we're going to find the money. We have to find the resources, the money, to do all of the what's I mentioned earlier. And the way we'll find the money is, first, we'll go after waste in government. You know, we spend a lot of money on things that we don't need, or we pay too much for things that we do need. So, for example, I believe the vehicles we buy for our government officials, we spend too much money on that. We should reduce the number of vehicles, and we should buy less expensive vehicles for our government officials. We need to reduce how much they make so we can pay teachers and civil servants and police officers and the military officers and healthcare workers, people who actually do the work. We need to pay them more money and reduce the gap between those at the top and those who actually do the work. The other way we'll find the money is going after this thing called corruption. You know, corruption has been the bane of our country, is the primary reason why we are as underdeveloped as we are today. And we will aggressively go after corruption. The first thing we'll do is we will appoint a corruption czar, a minister in charge of corruption in the presidency that will coordinate all of the agencies that are meant to find corrupt officials. Secondly, thing we'll do is we'll make sure we are giving the resources, the money, the right people, the right logistics to the anti-corruption agencies, the LACC, Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, the General Accounting Office, the Public Procurement and Concessions Commission. We will make sure they got the right resources to go after corrupt officials. After that, when we find people who are corrupt, we will prosecute them, we will put them in jail, and we'll seize their assets. It will not be good enough for you just to resign. Okay. So those are the things we will do to really go after corruption. I have committed that I will not take a salary. The salary that is paid the president, I will allocate it towards helping to fight corruption. That's how important I think it is to us. And then the other way we'll find the money is we'll make sure we're getting full value, the full monies we're due from our natural resources. We'll look to exploit other natural resources so we can get the funds required to fund healthcare, to fund infrastructure, to create jobs, etc., etc. So finding the money is the second how. The next how is we want to create a government of inclusion. We want all sections of our country to be represented in the government. We want opposition political parties to be in government because we believe that having a government inclusion will help all of us make the right decisions. It will make sure that we're spreading the resources of our country across the entire country. And then the last two hows, one is growing the private sector. We will focus on growing the private sector so Liberians can primarily benefit from that growth. No longer should Liberian business people be spectators to our economy. And we want to actively support Liberianization and encourage and provide credit and other facilities to Liberian businesses so they can participate. And last but not least, we will use technology. We'll leverage technology to help us achieve our goals. So those are the what's and the hows.
How many politicians that have ever spoken like this? They know what to say, what they want to do, but how to do it. That is the problem. A politician will tell you what he wants to do, but he cannot tell you how he would do it. A technocrat will tell you how to do it. That is the big difference. You have in your mind, you want a nice house. You want a big house with 4 bathrooms, but you can't draw the plan. You call the guy that can draw the plan. He will draw it for you. Then they will take it to the builder. The guy will look at the plan and build. But they got some people who know what they want and they can draw it and they can build it. Technocrats. When a technocrat turns to be a politician, they are the best. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you, Alex. Thanks to Care Radio. Thanks to everyone. Let us have a beautiful day tomorrow. Another brand new day. It's the political sermon day, and Lofa Julius will be delivering. I hope he gets something prepared for you all. And Alex, take it from there and have a blessed day, my brother.
Independent minds for a better Liberia! I
5 priorities we have. Our first priority is infrastructure. Simply put, it's electricity, it's roads, it's water, and it's internet and cell phone connectivity across Liberia. We have to invest in infrastructure. That is the top priority. That's the basis on which we can and will do everything else. The second priority for us is job creation. There are too many unemployed, underemployed, and unemployable Liberians. The unemployment rate is over 85%. And therefore, job creation is our next priority, creating jobs for the Liberian people. The next priority is agriculture. We are a country that do not feed ourselves. These are things we can do for ourselves. We should be producing rice to feed ourselves. And my commitment is that by the end of my first term in office, we will be self-sufficient in rice production. And within education, we're focused on vocational training, teachers training, and adult education. But we have to educate our young people because, again, that's how we can help them create jobs. That's how we can train farmers. And so these things are all linked together. And our final priority in terms of the what is health. Because you can have good infrastructure, you can have a good job, you can feed yourself, you can have great education, but if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter. And so health is our 5th priority, and there we're focused on primary health care and preventive health care.